everybody, thank you so much for clicking on my video to watch. For today's video, I did a talk through tutorial on this look right here. I did this look about last week and I really like how it turned out, so I wanted to show you guys how I did it and just share it with you guys. Before we get on to the tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe. Click that little bell beside the subscribe button. That way you guys can get notified every time I upload a new video. So be sure to like this video if you like makeup tutorials, and if you'd like to know how I got this look, then please just keep watching. So I have my eyebrows already on. I'm a little bit mismatched. I have some fake tan on and my face is not tanned. I will be fixing that. I also have 2 bug bites on my neck. Where are they? Oh, I don't even know, I can't see, but I have 2 bug bites. Oh, right here. I think a spider bit me in the night, so that's just great. I'm gonna take my Smashbox primer oil first, just to prime my face and just keep it hydrated. I just like to rub this in with my hands. I usually do this before my eyebrows so I can let it sink into my skin while I do my eyebrows, but I did not do that today. So I'm just gonna let that sink into my skin for a minute. I usually like to do my face first, but I know a lot of people, when they're doing smoky eyes especially, like to do their eyes first. You can just do whatever your preference is. But I'm gonna do my face first, so I just take this It Cosmetics CC cream and I'm gonna put it on the outer perimeter of my face, just using a buffing brush. That's because I am a little bit tanned. This still doesn't exactly match my tan perfectly, but it's the closest thing that I've got. So I just put this on the outer perimeters. And I also drag it down my neck, trying to cover up those bites, and then also I have some pimples that I need to cover up too. And next I take the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. This one is completely full coverage, so I really like this one, but it's way too light to match my fake tan right now. So I just put this on the middle of my face and I just work it in with the same brush. I just like how smooth it makes my skin look, and especially in pictures, it makes your skin look really smooth. Before I do my concealer, I'm going to put on some cream contour. I'm going to use my Clinique Chubby Stick. This one is in the shade Gargantuan Golden. So I'm just going to place this into the hollows of my cheeks. And I'm going to really bronze up my face today, so that's why I'm putting a lot on. I always like to put some contour underneath my lip. It makes it look a little bit bigger. And maybe I'll put some right here. I'm just going to blend this all out with my e.l.f. little stippling brush that I have. I feel like I haven't done a talk through makeup tutorial in forever, so it feels super weird, but I really wanted to do one. I wanted to show you guys this look, since all my recent tutorials have basically been voiceovers, so I really wanted to make sure this one was not... Oh, I almost dropped this. I'm gonna make sure I clean this up after, so don't worry, I know it looks crazy right now. This is how I basically make my foundation work. Now for the concealer, I'm going to use this Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I dropped some. I'm not going to waste it because I love this concealer, so don't mind me. This shade is a little off too. All of my colors are off, so I'm sorry. But basically, I got this on the website and it said it was a neutral undertone, but it's not. It's definitely a yellow undertone. I don't even know if it's showing up that yellow on camera, but it sure is. I'll blend that out with my Smashbox foundation stippling brush now. I really only put a little bit on the center of my face, otherwise it'll cake up pretty easily since it is such a full coverage concealer. So I just put a tiny dot on my chin and forehead. Stay away from my smile lines when using this concealer because it is really thick and it just really sits into my smile lines if I do that. This brush is poking my eyeball. So I'm gonna switch to my Real Techniques brush I was using before. I'm just going to set that with my RCMA No Color Powder. I'm going to bake, and I'm doing what I used to do all the time. I blend out my concealer on one eye and then bake it, so I have the most minimal creasing as possible, and then I go ahead, blend out the other eye and do the same thing. Also gonna bake underneath my contour to clean it up, and then put some on my chin, because I feel like when I put my powder on my chin as well, kind of brightens it up and I like it like that. And after I let that bake for like a minute or two, I don't do it long because of my dry skin, and I just wipe it all off, swirl it around with my e.l.f. blush brush. This brush is perfect for just wiping away your baking. I basically never stray away from this one. And then when I get to my under eyes, I sort of also press in the powder after I wipe the excess away, and I also drag the extra powder and just smooth out my forehead. I don't like to bake my forehead because this part on my face gets really dry, so I don't like to put it there. I felt like I had you guys really far away. Sorry about that. But next I'm going to put some more contour on. To set the cream contour, I'm going to put on some powder contour in my Anastasia contour kit. I'm going to take this shade called Havana, and it matches well with this cream contour. So I like to take my Luxie 660 Precision foundation brush. It has a little point to it, which really gets into the hollows of your cheeks well. So I really like this one for contour because it doesn't drag it above or below. It's just really precise. I also like to blend it up into my temples just so it's not one harsh straight line. It kind of curves up and doesn't just cut off. And I usually like to put a little bit extra underneath my lip. Bronzer, I'm going to use my Rimmel Natural Bronzer. This one is in the shade Sun Bronze. It matches these two colors really well too. Basically just going to pat this on, but I love this bronzer so much. Obviously it's Rimmel, it's from the drugstore. It's so cheap, but yeah, it's so good. So this one is a really good affordable option. But another one that goes really good with these contour shades is the Urban Decay Beached Bronzer in the shade Bronzed. That one goes really well too. Move on to my eyes now before I finish off my face. And for this look, I'm using the Urban Decay Heat Palette. This was the exact palette I used when I did the look beforehand. So I'm going to first take this shade called Sauce, and I'm going to put this right into my crease. I badly need to clean my brushes, but I think I'm going to do a video on how I clean my brushes. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I've been using these two Luxie brushes for my eye makeup. This one is the Luxie 205 Tapered Blending Brush. That's what I'm going to go in with first because it's a little bit bigger than the other one. I'm just wiping off some of the pigment on my arm because if I wash it, then it'll be wet and then I can't use it with my eyeshadow. So I'm just trying to, get the pigment off. This is what I normally do. I really just should wash my brushes, but anyway, I'm going to go in with that shade first. That I said, I'm just focusing this into my crease, not dragging it out beyond. Urban Decay eyeshadows are so good. They blend out so easily. Like that literally took 2 seconds to blend out smoothly. Alrighty, next I'm going to take the shade Cayenne. Do the exact same thing with the same brush. Just going to make it look a little bit more burgundy red rather than orange. And I just do a little bit of a circle on the outer corner so everything can blend together nice and easily. Okay, this shade called Ashes is the star of the show. This is going to go all over my lid. I'm just going to use a fluffier shadow brush to do that. I'm not sure what brush this is. This is what the brush looks like if you have a similar one in your collection. So I'm just going to pick up that shade and place it right onto my lid. I'm not going to bring it up into my crease. It'll go up there a little bit when I blend it out. I don't want to place it into my crease really pigmentedly at first because I just want it to look like a gradient effect blending up into it kind of. Hope that makes sense. If you want this shade even more intense, you could go in with a gel eyeliner, your base first, if you want to use a black one or a dark purple or a brown, any of them will work. But I find this shade pigmented enough on its own. And then after I place this shade on, I go in with my next Luxie brush. This one is the 229 Tapered Blending Brush. It's basically the same as the other one, just a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to take this shade called Enfugo. I'm not sure, but it's a little bit on the redder side. I'm going to place this shade right into my crease where I ended the purple shade, and that's going to help blend out the purple shade as well. I'm going to try to not use a really heavy hand. I'm just going to very lightly blend this out so I don't smudge the purple up any higher than it already is. And again, when I get to the outer corner of my eye, I just do little circle motions to blend that in. And sometimes it'll take away some of the purple pigment, so I'll just go back in with the purple and then back again with my blending brush just to blend it out and go back and forth until I build it up to get the color that I want. Okay, so I went ahead, finished up the other eye. Now I'm just going to wipe away any of the fallout. I just take my brush that I use to wipe away my baking and I just very lightly kind of flick it away. Now I'm going to move on to the lower lash line, and I'm going to take the purple shade that we used for our lid and just run it underneath my lower lash line with a blending brush. Kind of meet the outer corner right here. I was going to take the red shade and also add that, but I kind of feel like these two shades were mixed together already on the brush, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Then I'm just going to tightline my upper and lower waterline. This one is the Smashbox Onyx eyeliner. When I do a smoky eye, I always make sure to tightline. I just feel like it makes the whole look come together a lot better. I'm just going to add some liquid eyeliner to my upper lash line. I'm just going to create a little thin line with it. This one is the Kiss New York Magical Ink Eyeliner. And again, I think this looks really good with a smoky eye as well. So before I put on my mascara, I'm going to set my face. I'm going to use the Kiss New York Pro Touch Setting Spray. I'm just going to put on a coat of mascara. This is the Wonder Beauty Unlashed Mascara. And then I'm going to pop on some false lashes, because this look will just go best with some falsies. Also gonna put it on my lower lash line. I think I'm gonna use the Kiss Gala lashes. They're so pretty and so full. Last time I did this look, I think I used their corset lashes, but I wanna use these ones because I fell in love with these. I did have to cut a little bit off the end because they're so long and they did not fit my eye, so I had to cut a little bit off. And I'm just picking off my lash glue. Alright, so these are the lashes. Lashes make the look 10 times better. These lashes are so full and pretty. I'm just gonna blend them in with some more mascara. Next, I'm going to move on to my highlighter. I guess I'm gonna use my Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter. This gold is gonna go so good with my eye makeup. And I'm just gonna take my Luxie 522 tapered highlighting brush for that. I love this highlighting brush. And I'm just gonna focus this on the high points of my face, like normal. My cheekbones, temples. I kind of do my highlight in a curved shape like I do with my contour. Just blending it out a little bit. Now I'm going to put on a little bit of blush. I did not use this blush last time I did this look, but I think it'll go really well. I got this Pure Midnight Masquerade palette in my BoxyCharm this month. And I want to take this purpley blush shade and put a tiny bit of that on. I'm kind of scared of it because when I swatched it, it's really pigmented. I'm scared, but we'll try and go in with just a little bit. And I'm going to use my Luxie 640 Pro Precision Tapered Brush. It was rubbed off. Okay, it looks really pigmented. I'm scared. Oh, it's pretty. It's definitely pigmented. So I took a lot of this off my brush after I picked it up. So if you don't want it that pigmented, make sure you tap it lots and blow it, and then it'll kind of make it go down. Oh, I just poked myself in the eye. Make it go down a bit. But yeah, this one goes really good with the eyes. I like it. I'm gonna do some plum lips. I didn't do this either last time I did the look. I just wore a nude. This is the Anastasia liquid lipstick that I got from Winners that I mentioned before. And this was half the price there, only $10. So I'm gonna go in with this liquid lipstick. Okay guys, well that is it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know if you want to see an all matte look and I can be sure to do that. Also don't forget to subscribe before you leave, like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!